Let's bring it back here to the United States, specifically to New York City, because that is one of the places where we have seen these demonstrations coast to coast now pop up in just the last hour or so. More expected tonight. NBC's Maya Eaglin, you can see, is there tracking the so-called No War in Iran protest in Times Square. Maya, what's it like?
Hey, Holly. Right now, there's a lot of energy here. Tons of folks out in Times Square. Take a look. These people I've been speaking to say they are against the escalation they say that happened overnight in Iran. Stop the war on Iran is really what we are reading on so many of these signs. There are speakers out here saying that they disagree with the Trump administration's decision to drop those bombs last night. A lot of the folks out here in New York were also at the No Kings protest last week. The city is preparing for all this. We have a tweet from Governor Kathy Hochul. She says, "My top priority is the safety of all New Yorkers. I am receiving intelligence briefings and closely monitoring the evolving situation in Iran alongside federal local partners." Also, the NYPD, they are saying they're monitoring this situation. They have, out of abundance of caution, been deploying additional resources to religious, cultural, and diplomatic sites. So if you take a look around, we also see lots of people right now. They are chanting "No war in Iran." There are some counter-protesters, too. Some folks with Israeli flags on the other side. They've been blowing horns, if you can hear that in the back, trying to drown out some of the speakers here. But right now, completely peaceful. A lot of folks are just saying that they are frustrated and deeply upset with what happened overnight. Hallie?
Maya, what do we anticipate seeing in some of these other cities as well? You are in New York. We know that we expect to see these other sorts of demonstrations here in Washington, outside the White House, in places like Atlanta, Cincinnati, Boston, etc. We know that some of the polling prior to Saturday's strike suggested that more Americans oppose the idea of military intervention in Iran. Obviously, what happens over the course of the next week, as we've been talking about with Richard, could be definitive and consequential as it relates to where the American public is moving forward.
Yeah, well, the Answer Coalition is the organization that is sponsoring a lot of the protests happening around the country. They have scheduled 17 locations to have protests similar to this, as you mentioned, in Washington, D.C. and Atlanta, all the way to California. So I think we can expect to see this throughout the day. We'll be monitoring to see how long they plan to be out here. But this is just getting started. This actually officially started at 2 o'clock, so they're only 24 minutes into the demonstrations here. We'll be monitoring it all day. Hallie?
Maya Eaglin, live for us there in Times Square. Maya, thank you very much.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.